Welcome to Park Lane Order Training for our international market. My name is Tom. I'll be your host and am servant for our worldwide business. Today we're going to talk about order entry training, and everything we do and the steps we take actually are followed on this how to enter your order online international one-page fact sheet. This was sent with the email where you received this video, so you can simply follow this. And everything we do today is done in our Park Lane back office. So when you go to your country's website and you log in as a fashion director, we're going to look exactly at that as we model order entry for you to help you place your first of many orders. And we want to thank you for taking an opportunity today to learn about order entry through this training video. As I mentioned, we go to our back office and we're actually going to use an actual back office. You're going to follow my screen. And so we're actually going to do this through a Canadian back office. You may see some things that are slightly different than your country, but remember the functionality, how you do this, all works exactly the same no matter what market you're in. So don't look at numbers or tax that Canada adds afterwards and get confused by that. In everything we do, you'll see the 6 tabs across the top. You want to follow my cursor today. And under Orders, if you click Order Entry, this is where you'll go to enter in any order. And so the magenta button here that says Start a 2x4 order now, we're going to click that. We can only do one order at a time, and up it comes. Now, the first tab you look at is the Show Info, and this is where you'll enter in all the information for our hostess. You can type this information in for your hostess, or if the show is for you, you can hit this Copy Director Info, and it will add in all the information that you need. Secondly, you can copy all that information to your shipping address, because the shipping address may be different than where the show is held or who the hostess is. Thirdly, we want to do a show date. Now you can either type it in or you can just click the arrow and a drop-down menu will come. We'll do that, and we'll put today's date in for a show. We want to leave standard shipping. This ships the order to the hostess. And now we have 2 additional functionalities we can do. The first one, make a show an intro show. This is for brand new people. I'm a leader who is doing an intro show. But this one, make this show available online. If I click that, I now get a URL. That's called a web address. And that is the web address for this show. If you simply point the cursor at there and double click, it'll highlight it. Then click the right button, the opposite of the normal one we use with the mouse, and this will come up. All I have to do is hit copy, and now I've got that address that you see right there that I can send to the hostess in an email. I can send to the guests. I can send anywhere, and any orders that come through that link go to the hostess as credit for her show. After we've got all the information here entered in correctly, this is our hostess, we simply click Update Shipping Info there on the bottom, and now our hostess is done. We've got all that information in there. You can create the hostess in advance of her show and use that shopping link as part of the invitation. So when you have a booking, you can go in and enter that show in there. It will be saved as pending. Now, second, we're going to enter in all the customers from the show. If you look at the tabs here, Show Info, now we're on the second one, Customer Detail. We can enter in each individual customer. As you build your customer base, the system has an address book that will retain all that information. So I could look in this address book for this fashion director and see a bunch of customers, but we're actually going to just copy shipping info. So remember, you can do your own show and place your own orders as many times as you'd like. This is especially important for samples. You'll see we have the customer information in there, and now we go down to the product selections. It really flows exactly like a customer order form would. Now remember, for our 2x4 special, we do have to have 2 items that are $30 or more to get the 4 items at half price. Now, I can use a description or an item name, but I want to highlight for you all the power of the question mark. Here you'll see the question mark on the side. The X would delete out that row. But if I click on that question mark, up comes this search window. And I'm going to look for, I'm just going to type a couple letters because I'm looking for the infinite pierced earrings, and I'm going to enter those in. And then I do the question mark again, and up will come the search, and I want to do my favorite, the Whisper. And there are the Whisper earrings, and I add them in. You can see now that I have 2 items at retail. I'm going to select my color here. It's in the drop-down menu. If you forget to do that, the system will not allow you to advance unless you pick a size or a color. We'll test that. After we've got our 2 full price items in, now we go down to our half price bonus items. This is where we get to purchase 4 items at half price. Now, I'm just going to go at random using the question mark. We're going to put the Montana necklace. There you can see the retail, and it puts the half price in. We're going to choose for demonstration purposes, let's choose a ring. Oh, and you'll see what happens here. There it is, the Jet Setter ring. Let's put one more item in at half price for this customer. Montana earrings to go. Now, after we've got the half price items in there, now we go down to our monthly specials. Monthly specials are usually non-commissionable items that are offered with a $30 order. Here's the Align bracelet that is a hair scrunchie and bracelet all in one. We're going to add one of those on there, and we're going to choose gold as our color. Now, you can see that this customer order has the 2 full price items, has 3 half price items, and has a customer special. We can do any other items that we'd like additionally. You can see that this is going to ship to the hostess. If the customer wants it direct shipped, there is generally a drop-down menu that you can do. But in Canada, with a potential postal strike that's been averted, we've removed that. We're going to put it back in. The last thing on this customer page we can do is enter in a credit card. On the very bottom, we have one of 2 choices. The default is bulk credit card only. What that means is, at the end of the whole show order, you're going to put this all, or at least this order, along with some others, on one credit card, maybe yours or the hostess's. If you're going to put this on one credit card at the end, you'll choose bulk credit card and just save this customer right here. If the customer has a credit card, we're going to click supplied credit card. Now we can click this, put the information in here. We can enter the expiration date as well as the expiry year, cardholder's name, address is not needed. You can just default and use your address. But after you've got all the information entered in for credit card, should it be provided with that customer order, simply save the customer, and we get an error message. Make sure all products have size and or colors chosen. Remember, we ordered a ring and we didn't put down the size. When you'll go down here, there's our Jet Setter ring. We're going to do a size 8. We have selected color on the other 2. We've got the credit card in there. Now we save the customer order, and customer has been saved. Now you can see what that does is here, it tallies all our customers. At this point, I can still go in and edit that customer. So now I've hit edit, and here comes that order. So until I submit it at the end, I can still go in and edit any customer order. Now, you'll simply enter in all the orders for your customers. They'll continue to tally on there. And once you have all your customer orders entered, you can then go to the next step, which is enter your hostess order. Now, when you click on hostess details, you'll see create a hostess order or skip. Hey, if you want to do just 1 or 2 orders and don't want to do any hostess credit on them at all, you can just skip this whole process and submit the order exactly like that. But we really encourage you, even if it's orders for yourself, to put them through as a show. And while we've only submitted one order thus far on this show, that's all it takes. If it's over $250 net, that's all it takes to count as an order and a show with Park Lane. Now, you can see all the information is entered here from the very first screen we did, so here's the hostess information. Next, we can see that there was one order, so we've got $20 in credit, and you'll see here the allowances. What are the allowances? These are your HRCs, or Hostess Reward Coupons. Now again, in Canada, there's no tax. The tax is added at the end. In your country, it may be $12, euro, pounds. But here is where you can offer 1, 2, or 3. And if you notice, this changes every time we select another one. So we're going to do 3 HRCs. That gives us an extra 150 in credit. And if we scroll to the bottom of this hostess order, this is where it charges the $30 for that. We go back up in the top. We have 170 in credit. And think of the 5 stars. Our first choice is the credit selection. We're going to go in here. We have $170, and we're going to take a Jet Setter ring again. We like that, and we're going to do that a little bit over the 170. You'll see how that is calculated because you make commission on the overage of free credits. Next, you'll see our thank you gifts. Simply click the question mark, and there you'll see all the thank you gifts that are available in your country, in your market. And remember, they're all available for just $19. We're going to choose the stylish bracelet, an expensive one. And here you can see the $19 charge for your thank you gift. Next are half-price items. Remember, these are commissionable to you. We're going to put a couple of them in there. Again, the hostess doesn't have to take advantage of them, but they are a great offer, and you make commission on them, which is why you always want to talk about half-price items for hostesses. Your hostess-only items, these are items that are not commissionable, but that you get credit on everything you sell for contests, for rewards, for recognition, for incentive trips. We go to the next one, and you'll see the monthly special hostess items. And here's the thing for everyone when you click the question mark. The Tory watch and the Trilogy ring here on top are the 2 that are currently being offered. But if we have it at Park Lane, we continue to offer it, not only for replacements, but for hostesses who really wanted something special at a show they saw before. We can simply click that, and now it's added into the monthly special. The last box, hostess only full price, is a hostess can take hostess only items with her free credit, but only at the full retail price, not at the discount price for purchase. So this bauble bracelet as an example, if we wanted to take this for credit, we could, but at the full retail price. You can see here is a total of both the allowance, this is for those HRCs, tax, shipping a subtotal, we less the credits, and a total amount owed. Again, this can go on a bulk credit card for the hostess, or we can do it on a supplied credit card if we're doing that now. But we're going to check bulk here. We're going to update and save. We didn't choose a color on one of our products, and there it goes. It takes us right up there and highlights what we didn't choose correctly. After we've got it done, don't you love it? It's a very intuitive system. Now simply update and save that hostess order, and it moves on to the next tab. After we've submitted the hostess order, it simply moves down to the next option, which is the booking claim form. This is for any bookings from your hostess's show where she is redeeming the 50 for 5, the 100 for 10, or the 3 booking gift ring following those shows being held. As you submit a booking claim, it'll ask you to reference the original show that it came from, and you can do a booking claim order separately or as part of a hostess show, whichever you prefer. If you have done a booking claim, most of the time you don't do this in a show order. You'll then advance to the very last screen, which is the checkout screen. This mirrors exactly the packing list that comes in your Park Lane order when you receive it. And you can see that we have an order summary across the top, hostess summary. This shows the hostess order. So here's everything for the hostess order. If you have a booking claim, and then we can just go back to the order summary. Now in this order summary, you will see both, first, all the shipping information, the order number. Second, you will see both the regular order and the hostess order. You'll see two orders here. The hostess order, remember, does not get credit for our hostess plan. This shows a total of retail sales on these orders, credits, that's the hostess credit, including allowances, and the net sales. That net sale amount right there, if you take and multiply that by your commission rate, you can figure exactly what you'll be making on that. And I have a question for you. If it says the total net sales is $414.50, but this order was only $307, where's the difference of $107.50? And it lies in that hostess order. Remember, the overage on her hostess selections and the half-price items she purchased, you make commission on. And so you can see where this number is calculated. And then there were non-commissionable items. That's the thank you gift and the hostess-only items. But for sales credit purposes, this was a $539 order. After you have that and you summarize and review that, you now go down and you can put any comments you'd like in the show order. You can see that there was an order with a credit card provided. If you need to edit it, you can click right here and up will come that customer order. And then you've told the system that you want a number of orders to go via bulk credit card, or actually the hostess order. And this is where that information will be added in. This is where you simply put on that bulk credit card where all the remaining orders are going. This is where you put that information in. We're going to use my card's getting some work today. And you can, again, copy the shipping information on that. It doesn't check the address. It checks expiry, credit card number, and CVV. Now, when you've got this done, you've got a credit card here. You've got a bulk credit card for the order. If you go and simply place my order now, you will get one more screen that says, are you sure you want to continue and process the credit cards? Once you click the OK button, the order is submitted and it's impossible to make changes or to add to it. Once you click OK, it does two things. Number one, it charges the credit cards. If there is an error, you will see it come back, and in red, you will see where those errors are. And secondly, if you submit it now, this order is submitted, and you cannot make changes to that order once it's submitted. Now, you can simply go up as you've gotten to this plate and check out, and you can go out of here. So we could actually, let's go back into the order entry screen. And we can go back here. Here is that order. So you can work on an order, and if you go out of that order, it automatically saves it as pending. So you can see there are many orders sitting here that are pending. You can work on them. You can edit them. You can wait until you're ready to submit it. If you've got any additional orders the hostess is working on, you can do that. We encourage you to play with and try the system. Start your own 2x4 order. You really can't break it. You can't break the system. And until you submit at the very end, nothing happens, nothing's charged, nothing will be processed on your account. We hope you have fun entering lots and lots of orders on your Park Lane order entry system. Thanks again for viewing this order entry training.